Yo, yo, it's your boy Bo Beezy, aka Lovely. I'd like to welcome y'all to all of Big Love. Y'all already know what it is, man. For the returning subscribers, welcome back. For the new subscribers, welcome to the motherfucking show, you feel me? Uh, y'all know how we do in Legends, you feel me? We still, like, kinda, I've been on the hood, like, lately and shit, but Cuz crossed my mind and shit, so I had to go back to Louisville Legends on this one, you feel me? But tonight's episode is about my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Me, you know what I'm saying? We call him Murda. You know what I'm saying? Murda, I meet you feel me? But I'm right now, cuz he's facing. I think they gave cuz like 60 years or something like that. And then after that he got served something. I don't know. I know he got served 60. Then after he get out, he got served more time. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all can look him up. I'm gonna put his name and shit and his picture and shit on the and you feel me? And put his picture in the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? But the information that I got is this shit is off of the you can look it up. This is in documents and shit, written documents and shit, what happened and shit. You can look it up on WLKY News, or you can just, you know what I'm saying, type in his name. I'm gonna put his name up there too. You feel me? But I really don't. I really wasn't there, so I'm gonna just say allegedly. You feel me? But big game though. This is about my cousin Demetrius Swint, aka Murda. We call him Meechie. You call him Murda. His street name Murda. And I ain't gonna lie, growing up, cuz he was on that crippin' shit real tough. Like he was crippin' and shit real tough. You feel me? And my other cousin on my daddy's side, like I was a, like my cousin Murda. He's my cousin on my mama's side. And I got a cousin on my daddy's side. His name was Josh. And that nigga was on that blood shit real tough. You feel me? Like real tough. And Cuz grew up over about let me see, close to the California Park neighborhood. You feel me? That nigga, my cousin Josh. My cousin Murda grew up over by Market Street, Cedar Street, all that. You feel me? He's you know what I'm saying? I think it's what the 2800 block over where Cuz grew up at. And there was a lot of Crips and shit in that neighborhood, you feel me? And Cuz and his brother and all them, they grew up being Crips and shit, you feel me? So uh Cuz, this nigga, my cousin Josh, I was around him a lot more than I was around my cousin Murda, you feel me? And this nigga almost led me into like wanting to be a blood nigga and shit. You feel me? Like back then, I was just wanting to be. I was just young for real. I just wanted to be whatever my big cousins was. You feel me? Like whatever they was, that's what I was. You know what I'm saying? But when I started hanging around my cousin Murda, like he seen me with the love, like red go by red bandana and shit. He was like, hell nah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He hit me a little bit more than my cousin Josh did. You feel me? And ever since then, I would look up to my cousin Murda. You feel me? Like all the shit he used to do and the shit I used to hear about what Cuz used to do. You feel me? The nigga ain't a bad person at all. I ain't gonna lie. Like Cuz took care of his kids. He got his buddy else. He got his buddy. Took care of his kids. That's one thing I can say. You feel me? When I was in the motherfucking little boot camp and shit, he was the only nigga like in my family that would give my granny rides to come out there and visit me and shit. Like him and my granny and his kids and shit was the only motherfuckers that would come out there and visit me. You feel me? Wasn't nobody else doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like one little story I'm ready to tell you. This is about when I told y'all that I had knocked this one nigga out because the nigga kept going in my pockets when we was at school one time. So the dude went to go get his peoples. I didn't know. some of his peoples was one of his peoples was one of my big homies from the hood. You feel me? Named Big Kid. You feel me? So this nigga, him and his peoples, they rode up on me and shit. It wasn't nothing but me and my little brother and my little cousin. So I tell them niggas go ahead and walk down the street. I got this. You feel me? Like if anything, if I get jumped anything, y'all just go, cause that's my little brother and my little cousin. Like they young, so I'm telling them to go ahead and go. So they goes down the street and shit, and dude them pulls up and shit. And they over talking shit, and I'm like, damn, like you just know what your cousin told you and shit. Like he told you I took his phone and all that, but that ain't what really happened. I beat that nigga up because he went in my pockets. You feel me? And he was like, what if I went in your pockets? And I'm like, looking at him like, bro, this is my big homie. If anything, you supposed to be trying to figure out what's going on. You over here trying to figure out what's going on and at the same time talk shit to me. So I'm looking at this nigga like, what? Man, who you talking to? You feel me? Kept getting jazzy because I guess he was in front of his other peoples. You feel me? The ones that I don't know that ain't from my hood. And dude was right there. He was not, I had just knocked this nigga out. So when he woke up, he knew what happened before he got knocked out. So he was just like, yeah, he stole my phone. Woo, woo. He didn't even know what was going on. So he just got a little mean mug on. So I'm like, all right, say no more, bro. They was like, we ain't going nowhere. You ain't walking off this block, or you ain't going nowhere until we find out where his phone is. You got an hour or some shit. I'm like, what? Hold on. So I goes down to my house, grab my strap, and then I'm like, for real, I don't want to just go down there by myself. I know I got a strap, but I don't want to just go down there by myself and shit. So I calls my brother, my cousin Theo, and my cousin Murda. Them niggas pulls up, and my cousin was like, what happened to this? I told him what happened and shit. They walks down there. We all walks down there and shit. And next thing you know, I see dude. Everybody like, dude, my OG nigga. He knew who my cousin was. Everybody else didn't. And when he seen my cousin, the nigga like looked like he seen a ghost. The nigga froze up. Like I heard stories about my cousin, but like it's my first time like seeing the effect of what he had and what he put on niggas out here. You feel me? And dude's a big nigga too. You feel me? This nigga, his whole demeanor changed when Cuz walked up. Like this nigga was ooh, and motherfucker, you know, like anybody watching this video that was there know what I'm talking about. All this shit is true. You feel me? So what I'm telling right now. So this nigga was like, nah, bro. Your cousin stole the phone, and then cuz asked me, he was like, what? I was like, bro, I ain't got the nigga's phone, nigga, man, I knocked him out, da da da. So my cousin was like, well, my cousin said he ain't got nothing, so woo woo woo. So one of his other peoples jumped up like, who the fuck is you? So my OG from the hood, dude's cousin, he turned around and told that nigga, he was like, man, sit your bitch ass down, shut the fuck up. You know who the fuck this is? That's Murda, nigga. You know who the fuck that is? And when I heard that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, cuz got it like that? So I'm like, he got niggas, you feel me? Like, telling other niggas that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cuz, like, I ain't know you, you feel me? And me and cuz did a few things, you feel me? Like, I don't want to speak about for real, but I done ran with cuz a few times, you feel me? Like, cuz a good nigga for real, you know what I'm saying? But only thing we did was shit that niggas had coming to him. You feel me? Like that's the one thing I can say. But Cuz was really about his money, getting his money and shit. But anyway, I'm gonna read y'all the thing of why he's locked up there. Why Big Cuz is locked up now. But okay, it says Louisville Metro Police arrest suspect in connection with deadly shooting last week. Police say Demetrius Swint shot a car full of people, and now they know why. Initially, police said the shooting stemmed from a fight between the victims in the car and Swint. By Tuesday, Swint is my cousin, by the way, that's his last name. But Tuesday, police said that fight was over drugs. About a week ago, a bullet-riddled Nissan came to a crash and stop at Douglas Park Apartments. Inside the car were three people who police said were trying to escape gunfire. At my friend's house, this is what somebody said. At my friend's house, I'm looking out the window and I see somebody that got shot. They're laying on the ground, and a whole bunch of police out here said witness Dominique Mills. Police said the front passenger, Kwasin Ahmed, was shot to death. The driver was shot too, but didn't die. According to police, Swint pulled the trigger, and now they believe they know why. We believe this individual was in a vehicle when the apparent drug deal took place, and that's when the shooting began, said Louisville Metro Police Lieutenant Barry Wilkerson. What is not known is who was dealing the drugs, the suspects or the victims. After being shot, Wilkerson said the victim drove several blocks away to Douglas Park trying to escape. The sprawl of the crime scene is making it difficult for police to investigate. This that's why it was kind of hard to go over the information we had. The shooting took place at a different location on Angler Avenue. Then the subject was transported to Douglas Park, said Wilkerson. Adding to the difficult, adding to the difficulty for police is they said the driver and other passengers gave conflicting information on what happened. Police said it's possible the victim are trying to hide what happened during the drug deal. Obviously, with a drug deal, we are probably looking at contraband or something of that effect, said Wilkerson. Meanwhile, relieved residents who woke up to a violent scene a week ago said they're glad the police are one stop closer to putting the last killer in jail. Man, right before Christmas, somebody just lost their loved one. That wasn't right. Just no remorse for nobody around here, said Mills. Swint is in jail charged with murder and assault. And yeah, that's how they got on Cuz, you feel me? They said allegedly that it was a drug deal or whatever, and whatever took place, something took place or whatever, and basically Cuz, I don't know if he was in the car or outside of the car, but Cuz had ended up, because I ain't gonna lie, Cuz really kept two of them on him, you feel me? But I don't know if he had one or two, and they said that he reached inside of the car or he was already in the car or whatever, and basically he started shooting and shit. And he had killed one of the dudes, and the other dude got shot. And basically, how Cuz got caught or whatever is his baby mama had was talking to him right after the shit had happened. This is how he got caught. He was talking to his baby mama and shit on the phone after the shit happened, I guess. And I don't know if he told her what happened, but I guess he told her what happened or some shit. And I don't know if they got into it or she was pressured to do the shit, but she had ended up because they ain't had no evidence on it, and she had ended up taking that phone call recording to the court. You feel me? To the trial and shit, and that right there was enough evidence to put Cuz behind bars and shit. So yeah, but that was fucked up what she did because that was his baby mama. You feel me? They got kids together, so like you gotta think about it. Your fucking kids or your daughter ain't gonna grow up without her fucking father. You feel me? Now, really like seeing her like fuck that going to jail, prison visits, and like I understand like yeah, you know what I'm saying. You still a father, and shit. You want to see your daughter and all that, but I'd rather see my fucking daughter out here. Like I don't want to see my daughter grow up behind no fucking walls. You feel me? Like that's fucking stupid. Like I don't really respect that out of her, like what she did on that tip. You feel me? But yeah, man, I just had to throw it out there, man. Free Big Cuz, you feel me? He's one of the realest niggas that, you feel me, out of the family. Like I remember, it's crazy. I'm gonna give y'all a quick one. I remember this nigga was so high because Cuz used to fuck with the powder and shit sometimes too. Like he used to lace his blunts with powder, like for real, not like that. He did that, But like he for real would do this shit and then roll up a blunt type shit. But he was so high one time, nigga. You know how your grannies and shit, they cook that Sunday meal. You feel me? So cuz goes over her. By this time, like my granny do that we smoke weed and shit, and she do her like who dibble and dabble and toot that powder in the family, who fuck with the dope in the family, who's alcoholics, all that. So she was kind of hip at this time. At first she wasn't, but she was hip around this time. So we in there getting our plates and shit, and cuz coming out butter. You feel me? I see him stumbling, but cuz like his eyes closed and everything. So my cousin, that's his auntie, but it's my cousin. You feel me? My granny's his auntie, but it's my me and him is cousin. So this nigga was so fucked up. She giving this nigga the plate. This nigga over here leaning and shit like this. So next thing you know, she almost ready to get a nigga to play. She reach over, grabbed a little whatever she was grabbing, food she was grabbing. By the time she turned back around, this nigga then fell back and fell on the floor like he did one of those falls to where he still had the plate up in his hand. You feel me? Where that motherfucker didn't fall or nothing. So we helped the nigga up. She like, ah, you okay? You good? You good? What's going on? You straight? We like, yeah, I'm good. We over here laughing and shit. He was like, ah, they laughing at me. Y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked with that. I ain't gonna lie. That's one funny little, you feel me, memory I can say. I remember what we did, what Cuz did one time, man. Like, that shit was funny. That shit was hilarious. You feel me? But free big Cuz, murder, man. Beat you. Murder, Cuz. You feel me? I miss you. Love you, Cuz. Hope you hold your head up and earn. You feel me? You already know how it is. We soldiers, so you feel me? At the end of the day, you feel me? I love you. If I can, I'ma send you something whenever I can. You feel me? I got kids and shit, but whenever I can send you something, bro, I got you. I mean, cuz, big cuz, I got you. But yeah, man, it's your boy Popeyes, aka Lovely. Y'all get in them comments, like, subscribe. If y'all dislike, but this is all facts. This is big cuz, you feel me? A real Louisville legend, you feel me? Everybody know who I'm talking about. Get in them comments, salute big cuz, free big cuz. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Say free big cuz and that motherfucker, you feel me? Run that shit up. It's your boy Lovely. Y'all stay godly out there, my babies.